You look amazing.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't sit next to me.
Gradually glow or now instantly tan. Jergens Natural Glow. Outshine frozen snacks are a blast of juicy refreshment. So delicious, you'd think they're bad for you, but they're not. Made with real fruit or fruit juice, they'll leave you ready to outshine. Don't just snack, snack brighter.
If your purse is starting to look more like a tissue box, you may be muddling through allergies. Try Zyrtec for powerful allergy relief. And Zyrtec is different than Claritin because it starts working faster on the first day you take it. Zyrtec. Muddle no more.
They make little hearts happy and big hearts happy too. Because as part of a heart-healthy diet, those delicious oats and Cheerios can help naturally lower cholesterol. How can something so little help you do something so big?
Our weather pattern starts to change today and continues through the weekend.
Then, armed carjackers take off with a car and open fire at deputies. The latest on the search to track down those suspects on WBTV News Channel 5 at noon.
Ladies, Clothes Mentor gives you more variety for your closet for a lot less than you'd think. All the better brand names in women's fashions under one roof. At prices so low, you'll be saying, wow.
Like the look, love the price.
Get ready for even bigger deals at the Ashley Furniture Home Store Super Savings Event. Find incredible deals on our huge selection of furniture, plus no interest until January 2017 and delivery today, every day. Save big on these beautiful beds. Stay cozy on any of these stylish sofas. And gather around this classic dining room. Hurry in, sale ends this Monday. Now at Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner all starts with Rachel Ray. A little fun in the kitchen, some sizzling for me.
Hey, pasta, cutlets, EOO, yum, a recipe on each show. 9 million meals to beat hunger's her goal. Come on, everybody, grab your muffin and garbage roll.
Working on farm pavement, watching calories, so let's get cracking. It's
Start our day with Rachel Ray.
Paul with us today. It's a big day here. Those were all examples of lyrics that our three viewers, Paul, Janice, and Sean, have come up with to our theme song. My husband, in real life, John Cusimano, and his bandmate, Sean Pelton, wrote all of the music, the ins and outs, and our theme song for our show, and we thought it'd be fun to see what our viewers could come up with for lyrics. Paul's here to give his opinion on the great work all three of you did. Again, I'm so flattered that you guys joined us and put so much time and effort into this. So much fun. Now, before we hear a recap of what Paul thought of each of your performances, I just want to remind everybody, Paul's holding 2 tickets to the Grammys. So one of these three viewers is going to leave with 2 tickets to the Grammys and the after party. They're going to be flown with a guest round trip to Los Angeles from their hometown, courtesy of our friends at JetBlue. Once arriving in LA, they are going to live like a rock star for 2 nights at the JW Marriott Los Angeles. LA Live is the full name. It's one of the most beautiful hotels. Our staff stays there. Our producers love the place. It's one of the most exciting parts of the city and very close to where the Grammys are. Okay. No one is going to go home empty-handed. We don't like that. All 3 of these guys are going to get the LG soundbar, which lets music stream. Yes, I know. It lets music stream wirelessly from your phone or connect it to your TV for a surround sound home theater experience. And just that little thing is worth $349.99. It is time to find out who earned their seats at the Grammys. So, first of all, Paul, thoughts on Paul?
Paul, your song was terrific, and your video was so entertaining and so smooth. The way you moved through it. Yeah, it was just terrific.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
The one woman in our contest, Janice.
I think for enthusiasm and choreography, Janice takes the cake. Her entire presentation was really
cooking, cocktails.
So full of life. Yeah, she had it all.
A complete package, as my mom would say. And then finally, Sean and his bandmates.
Sean, great video. the guy in your band, well, that's your lead singer, right? Who sang it? Yeah.
Mr. Ryan.
He's very good, but we're not judging the singing, and we're not judging the video.
Yeah, it's all the lyrics.
We're judging the lyric, and I've just, unfortunately for you guys, but fortunately for you, I got to go with that lyric and start it out.
To all of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you again to Paul Shaffer. We'll see everybody. Bye-bye.
A few snacks with my friends. For us and the kids. Special guest with a special treat for them. Smiling face. So let's start our day with Rachel Ray.
Coming up next on News Channel 5 at noon, new information on the Vero Beach carjacking and shooting. Hear what investigators are saying now.
And did a tornado touch down in Sequesta yesterday? Glenn Glazer has an update when we come back in 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
The Mitchells want to transform this barely used bonus room into an entertainment room.
Great room. How do you guys want to use it? We'd like a place we could all hang out.
Definitely.
For this makeover, I'll mix casual colors and fabrics. It's easy to create a functional and fun space with the HGTV Home Design Studio at Bassett.
So we've got this U-shaped sectional. These fabrics are great.
I love the pops of color.
It used to be a storage room.
Now it's a family room. We love it. Are you ready for your big reveal?
Now save 25% store-wide during Bassett Summer Home Sale.
Right now on News Channel 5.
The search continuing in Indian River County this midday for two men accused of shooting at a deputy after stealing a family's car at gunpoint. Happened in Vero Beach at the Szechuan Chinese restaurant.
Megan McRoberts joins us with the latest on this investigation. Megan.
Mike and Holony, investigators have been searching for those two men since late last night. Since then, they say they've collected an enormous amount of evidence, now focusing their search efforts primarily in the city limits of Vero Beach, hoping to get those dangerous men off the streets. All of this started here at the Szechuan Palace. This is a Chinese restaurant in Vero Beach. Police say, or deputies say, a man and a wife were picking up food last night when two men approached their car, demanded the husband to get out, then took off before someone called 911. Eventually, deputies found the car and followed it to the area of 16th Avenue. That's near Vero Beach High School. Investigators say the two men got out of the car to start running. One of the men, they say, fired 3 shots at a deputy. He wasn't hurt, but the sheriff says he even continued pursuing the suspects, but was close enough to them to see fire from their gunshots.
As you know, last year we had over 130 law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty. This could have had a terrible ending. Fortunately for us, it did not.
That man and the wife, the victims in this case, were not injured. They, along with the deputy, were able to return home last night safely. Now, the sheriff does believe that these suspects are local. He says once they're caught, they're going to face tremendous charges. We're live in Indian River County. Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
Reports out of Broward County saying a suspected Port St. Lucie bank robber was shot and killed this morning by a Broward County deputy. The Broward Sheriff's Office said it was following the suspected robber, and the shooting started when they tried to pull him over. They also say a woman was in the car with him but was not injured.
New at noon, a Loxahatchee teenager who is missing after his airboat flipped yesterday has died. The Fish and Wildlife Commission says the 14-year-old died last night. He and his father were riding in that boat when it tipped over near the Belglade Marina. FWC tells us divers pulled the 14-year-old out of the water. Investigators say the dad and son were not wearing life jackets. Crews are still working to get the airboat from the bottom of the canal.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we're looking at some video here taken by some of our viewers yesterday. We had several videos sent to us, which we then forwarded to the National Weather Service in Miami and Melbourne. Weather Service confirming now that this was an EF0 tornado that touched down in Tequesta yesterday around 4:35 p.m. in the afternoon. It was likely confined to the County Line Plaza Shopping Center on the west side of US 1 in Tequesta, and then it moved over the Intracoastal to become a water spout and then pretty much dissipated. But the National Weather Service now confirming, based on our viewer video that you all sent in yesterday, that it was an EF0 tornado. Again, that's why it's so important that you send us your videos and pictures, because a lot of the time we will forward those to the National Weather Service. They can't always be on site to see weather when it's happening. So they can make some determinations based on your photos and your video. But of course, we always ask that if you're going to take a picture or video, that you do it from somewhere safe. Don't step outside into dangerous weather just to get a picture or a video of it. Please don't do that. Here's a look at the radar so far this afternoon. Nice and quiet. Lower rain chances today than yesterday. We still could see a few showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, and any thunderstorm that develops could be on the strong side. We'll time out the chances for rainfall through the rest of the day and through the weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Glenn. You know, the outlook a little different from what we saw yesterday. Here's a look at that flooding in Vero Beach. Wow, yesterday's rain fell fast and hard. Rainfall measurements taken at the Vero Beach Airport topped out at about 3 inches, topping the previous record of 1.75 inches set back in 1997. And take a look at this. The rain too much for some storm drains in Juno Beach caused some minor flooding. The storms also caused a lot of traffic and power outages.
Yeah, it was even worse in Tampa, where 6 inches of rain fell, causing significant street flooding. Look at that. Flash flood warnings were posted for Hillsborough and Pinellas counties. North Florida getting hammered as well. People there cleaning up today in St. Johns County from a tornado that tore through that area as well. The National Weather Service confirmed a tornado ripped through the Elkton area with estimated winds of 80 miles per hour. Officials say the majority of the damage is uprooted trees, downed power lines, and roof damage. More than 2,000 customers were without power in the county, most of them near Elkton. There are no reports, fortunately, of injuries.
A tip now leading to an urgent new search for convicted murderers who escaped a max security prison in upstate New York. At the same time, the investigation is focusing on a prison employee that may have helped the convicts. Jay Gray has the details.
After days of questioning Joyce Mitchell, senior government officials now confirm the civilian instructor in the prison tailor shop had planned to drive the getaway car for inmates David Sweat and Richard Matt, but on the day of their escape, apparently got cold feet. Mitchell agreed to help the convicted murderers with their plan because Matt, quote, charmed her, and she thought it was love.
She could be just a country girl that got sweet-talked by some city guy.
Overnight, the search for the violent inmates intensified. A tip leading officers to this wooded area about 3 miles from the prison and very close to the manhole that Sweat and Matt apparently climbed through during their escape.
We won't stop until we have these convicts captured.
Investigators expect the area to be locked down for hours as they meticulously search for any signs of the escapees. Jay Gray, NBC News, Plattsburgh, New York.
North Palm Beach eye doctor Solomon Melgen remains in jail today awaiting a bond decision. There are reports the delay is because of issues involving land and cash he has in the Dominican Republic. Federal prosecutors are pushing for $20 million in bond as he waits for a trial on charges he bilked Medicare out of more than $100 million. Melgen is also accused in a federal corruption case involving U.S. Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey.
A win for supporters of All Aboard Florida, a setback for its opponents. The green light given for nearly $2 billion in tax-exempt bonds to build the high-speed rail service. A judge dismissed requests yesterday from both Martin and St. Lucie County to block the bonds. The state financial court still has to give final approval, but All Aboard says it's going to sell those bonds by the end of the month. All Aboard already building its stations, as you know, in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. Eventually, that's a rail line that will run up to Orlando.
A second coyote has been trapped in western Boca Raton. This coyote was caught yesterday afternoon in the Boca Winds neighborhood, which is close to where a trapper caught another one of these animals this past Sunday. People in the area have been complaining about these coyotes being so aggressive. In fact, one killed a dog. Both coyotes were put down. See you later, alligator. At least that's what Wilma the gator thought when she got out of her pen at the Palm Beach Zoo. Crews were able to track her down and catch her not long after this happened yesterday morning. When they inspected her pen, they found out she escaped through an underwater area that's under construction.
On I-95 in Volusia County, one shark was killed when a semi carrying several sandbar sharks crashed. The Highway Patrol says the truck was carrying 4 sharks when it crashed in the woods. Officials say those sharks were being transported from Marathon to an aquarium in New York when the truck blew a tire and one of the animals was thrown on impact. Another semi was brought out to transport the 3 surviving sharks. No one was injured in this accident.
All right, we want you to be quick with this answer. If they took away your rewards, would you keep using your credit cards? We're going to have the stats on what you had to say when we come back.
Good question. Plus, more credit card skimmers are found in Palm Beach County. We'll tell you what you need to know.
Plus, a recall on donuts, where they came from. We're back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
Hurricane season is right around the corner, and with our weather, you never know what could blow in from the Atlantic. Defend your home from windborne debris with new hurricane impact resistant doors from First Impression Doors and More. Your home for beautiful, energy efficient hurricane impact doors and windows here in the West Palm Beach area. Our hurricane impact doors meet industry standards for impact resistance and provide a higher level of security, noise reduction, and they're custom built to fit your home. Visit the First Impression Doors and More showroom at 346 Pike Road and call 1-800-554-2156 to take advantage of special savings. Trade in your old door and receive a $200 credit toward the purchase of a new wood or fiberglass impact door. You give us your old door, we'll give you a $200 credit toward the purchase of a new door. Give your home an upgrade and make a great first impression with a beautiful new entry door. Call 1-800-554-2156 to schedule your free in-home consultation. Call now.
A consumer alert this afternoon. We want you to double check and triple check your bank and credit card statements because 3 skimmers turned up at a gas station in Palm Beach County. The first one at a Valero at Okeechobee Boulevard and Wabasso Drive. There was also one at a Shell at Indiantown and Central Boulevard. And then the other was at Gasland, which is on Military in Boca. Remember, it is safest to use cash when pumping gas, but if you do use a card, use a credit card instead of a debit card.
If you've recently bought powdered donuts at Walgreens, you need to check through the bag. Let me tell you specifically, these bags of nice powdered sugar mini donuts being recalled after receiving several complaints alleging mold was on some of the donuts. The bag of donuts were sold at Walgreens stores nationwide. Potential mold risk, you should return that product to any Walgreens store and you can get a full refund. More than 20,000 pieces of children's furniture are being recalled because they could tip over and suffocate a child. This involves this type of combo dresser and hutch. The plastic restraint strap used to attach the furniture to a wall can break, causing that unit to tip over and then trap a child. The recall includes the Carla collection, which was sold exclusively in Babies R Us stores.
Acura is recalling 48,000 vehicles because of a glitch with the brakes. This affects 2 models, the MDX SUV as well as the RLX sedan. According to Acura, the automatic braking system can get confused and apply the brakes when it detects another car accelerating in front while simultaneously driving along the iron fence or a metal guardrail. The problem first surfaced in Japan in about a year and a half ago, and then an SUV at that point, it braked for no reason, causing a rear-end collision. The second incident happened last June. All right, so what do you think about this? Would you cut back on using your credit cards if they took the rewards away from you? A new survey found that most of us would keep using them. Bankrate.com says only 14% say they use the credit cards in the first place to get rewards. 40% use them for convenience and 20% use them for emergency expenses.
How could improving relations between our country and Cuba help aspiring models? That's coming up next.
Plus, the mystery about John Lennon's missing guitar is finally solved. We'll tell you where they found it.
Good afternoon, everyone. A much quieter afternoon so far than yesterday. We're taking a quick look outside our Live 5 camera over Peanut Island and Singer Island. Will we see some heavy rainfall this afternoon? We'll talk about that and your weekend forecast coming up.
Use Channel 5, PC Professor, PDQ, and Toyota present the brightest and best of the class of 2015.
Grayson Baldwin from Baldwin Prep School, attending Nova Southeastern University, majoring in biology pre-med. Neera Radhakrishnan from Atlanta Community High School, attending Stanford University with a major in bioengineering. Matthew Liang from Suncoast High School, heading to the University of Pennsylvania, computer science major.
Congratulations to the brightest and best of the class of 2015.
Hurricane season is right around the corner. Defend your home from wind-borne debris with new hurricane impact-resistant doors from First Impression Doors and more. Our hurricane impact doors meet industry standards for impact resistance and provide security, noise reduction, plus they're custom built to fit your home. Trade in your old door and receive a $200 credit toward the purchase of a new wood or fiberglass impact entry door. Call 1-800-909-8475 to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Tossing and turning, chances are it's your mattress telling you need better support and pressure relief. Visit City Mattress today, where you'll find 80 comforts at the guaranteed lowest prices and professionals who really care about your comfort. Only at City Mattress.
Now at Empire Today, save big on new floors with our buy one, get two free sale. Buy floors for one room and get carpet, hardwood, or laminate for 2 more rooms. Free when you pay for padding and installation. Empire makes flooring easy. We bring samples to your home, give free estimates during your appointment, and professionally install your project right. So save big with Empire's buy one, get two free sale. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Rapids Water Park is the one where you get big through park fun barefooting. In the sun barefooting, getting so barefooting at the Rapids barefooting.
Yeah, you gotta get barefooting at Rapids, the thrill park, with 35 exciting rides, wild slides, and the all-new Barefootin' Bag. Plus, save $5 with coupons from Subway restaurants. For a big day of fun you'll never forget, it's Rapids, the thrill park.
At the Rapids barefooting.
Park open daily.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
All right. Here's something that wasn't expected from the improving relations between our country and Cuba. Models in Cuba are now dreaming of making it big. They're at the Havana Cultural Center taking classes and learning the basics of modeling. Many with the dream of one day strutting their stuff on the runways of Paris, New York, and Milan. Many of the students say bettering relations between Cuba and our country has made their dream more attainable.
Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush is in Poland today, the latest stop on his European tour. He and his wife visited the Uprising Museum and Memorial Wall in Warsaw. They laid flowers at the wall commemorating those who died during World War II. Bush's campaign says he met with Poland's foreign minister and Speaker of the House this morning. Bush is planning to enter the presidential race next week. That announcement is scheduled for 3 p.m. at Miami-Dade College. Be sure to stay with WPTV. We'll be streaming that announcement online, and we'll have live reports at 4, 5, and 5:30 that evening from the college.
So what have you been doing for the past 199 days? Members of the International Space Station, they've been floating in space for that long, but they're finally back on Earth after 2 Americans and 1 Russian left the space station this morning. They landed a little while ago in Kazakhstan. NASA says while they were in space, they traveled more than 84 million miles.
What do you think the first thing they eat is?
Hopefully something good.
This right here is a great story. It's been known as the lost Lennon guitar, but now the mystery of what happened to a guitar that John Lennon played, yeah, it has been solved. It's apparently, listen to this, been in San Diego for close to 50 years with no one realizing it once belonged to the famous Beatle. Lennon bought that guitar in 1962 and performed with it until it vanished during a performance the next year. The piece of rock and roll history was all but forgotten until last year when a San Diego man noticed one of his vintage guitars. It looked an awful lot like Lennon's bandmate George Harrison's guitar. Turns out the serial number matched. The guy says he bought it at a music shop. This is unbelievable, for $175. It'll be auctioned off in November, likely going for anywhere between $600,000 and $800,000.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon again, everyone. And here's another look at that confirmed EF0 tornado. This particular video is when it moved over the intracoastal and became a water spout there. But we had all kinds of videos sent in yesterday from viewers. And then we forwarded the video down to the National Weather Service in Miami, and they took a look at it. And based on the video from our viewers, and also from reports from officials in the Tequesta area, they were able to confirm that it was an EF0 tornado. Now, they do think that it was only confined to the County Line Plaza Shopping Center, and then it moved out. But the point is, there was some damage there. No structural damage, but a lot of stuff flying around. And there was also some damage, by the way, I wanted to add. I know we had some folks from the Tequesta Country Club talking about some tree damage there, but the National Weather Service determined that that was just a little bit too far away from the actual tornado to have been caused by the tornado, but it was probably still straight line winds from the same thunderstorm that spawned that tornado. So something to think about there. And of course, we were on top of that yesterday. We thank you for sending in your video and pictures, and we love for you to do that as long as you stay safe while you're doing it. All right, let's take a look outside here. Sebastian Inlet camera looking good. Some people taking advantage of the beach today. Not an incredibly sunny day. We've got a lot of clouds around, but you know, no rainfall around, so a nice day for a stroll on the beach there. You can see there is some rainfall down to our southwest. There's some over to our east. Got some high pressure right here. You can see the wind circling around it. That's helping to bring in some southwesterly flow today. The winds at the surface are actually out of the southeast, but this is up a little higher in the atmosphere, and these are the winds that help steer rainfall. So any showers or thunderstorms that develop today will move over toward the east coast, but we're not expecting nearly as much rainfall as we saw yesterday. Now that pattern is going to shift tomorrow as that high moves to the north a little bit. We'll start to get more of an easterly flow. Let me show you what I mean. On Vipercast, you can see around 4 o'clock this afternoon, you may be getting ready to leave your office, or you may be going out for an early bite to eat, and a few showers and thunderstorms popping up and then pushing slowly over toward the northeast and even over to the east here, but also dissipating at the same time. Any thunderstorm that develops this afternoon could be on the strong side, but we're not expecting the same kind of widespread rainfall we saw yesterday. Now watch what happens overnight tonight. Here's 3 a.m. and now watch what happens in the morning. Look at this change in the flow. You'll notice any rainfall that develops now moving in from the east. That's because that high lifts to the north and our winds and our flow changes direction. So we have a chance tomorrow morning and early afternoon for some showers along the coast, and then the higher chances for rain will move inland and over to the west coast of Florida as we get to the afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. Tomorrow actually with some pretty low chances for rain. We go from about a 40% chance for rain today, some of which we had this morning, to only about a 10 to 20% chance for rain tomorrow. As we get into the weekend, we do have some chances for rainfall. Saturday, isolated rainfall, partly sunny, temperatures get pretty close to 90, and rainfall chances do increase a little bit on Sunday. It's not going to be a washout, but if you have outdoor plans over the weekend, just make sure you check the radar from time to time.
When it comes to making dinner, it needs to be fast. It needs to be pretty easy.
Okay, Howard and Mr. Food's Test Kitchen today has something that fits all those requirements.
When we think about what to make for dinner, the things that concern us the most are, is it easy to make? How much time will it take? And is it budget friendly? Well, if that sounds like you, then you're not alone. So let me share a recipe that scores well in all those categories. We start by seasoning a couple dozen chicken drumsticks with salt and pepper before roasting them off. And if you're not familiar with how budget friendly they are, let me tell you, are you ever in for a nice surprise? While they're roasting, we throw together a glaze, which is simply some honey, chopped garlic, and a couple shakes of hot pepper sauce. Now we slather the par-baked chicken with the glaze, and back into the oven they go until the coating caramelizes and the skin gets crispy. See, I told you. It's cheap, easy, and it takes no time to throw together. What we end up with is the juiciest, most flavored packed chicken you've had in a long time. And if you want to try this glaze on other cuts of chicken, go ahead, be my guest. So what are you waiting for? Go online and get the recipe for our honey garlic drumsticks so you can have a new dish to add to your weeknight dinner routine. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an easier, budget-friendly way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Yum, yum. To see the recipe again, go to our website, WPTV.com/Mr. Food.
All right, when we come back, there are novices rappelling down a 14-story building. So why would they even try it? I'm going to tell you when we return.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon's going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
It's always great to hear from homeowners throughout South Florida, from around the Palm Beach area, from Boca Raton to Jupiter. Folks just like you calling First Impression Doors and More for special savings on new hurricane impact resistant doors. Take advantage of the $200 credit on new hurricane impact doors. Visit our showroom today at 346 Pike Road at the Southern Park of Commerce between Southern Boulevard and Belvedere Road. We have over 100 hurricane impact doors on display. Doors that stand up to impact from windborne debris. Impact doors and windows also help increase security, reduce outdoor noise, and add curb appeal. Remember, trade in your old door and receive a $200 credit toward a new wood or fiberglass impact entry door. Call 1-800-554-2156 to schedule your free in-home consultation. That number once again is 1-800-554-2156. Pick up that phone and call now.
At Bednar's, freshness sounds like this and looks like this. I'm Steve Bednar. Visit Bednar's today. Fresh, locally grown produce from our farm to your table.
If only I'd come here first. This is a too familiar phrase at the Yum Yum Tree Furniture Store in Jupiter.
Since 1968, they've displayed the latest trends of fine wicker and rattan. See selections of the current tropical fabrics and finishes.
From living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, patios, artwork, and accessories, they have it all under one roof.
South Florida's choice for fine home decor is the Yum Yum Tree Furniture Store, 815 US 1 Jupiter. Open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Where elegance is a matter of good taste, not money.
And your new dentures will be ready in a few weeks.
A few weeks? How am I going to eat?
With this.
I am not doing that.
Okay, let's try something new.
And your dentures will be ready Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry with dentures in days, not weeks. Just call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL. At Bednar's, freshness sounds like this and looks like this. I'm Steve Bednar. Visit Bednar's today. Fresh, locally grown produce from our farm to your table.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Coming up at 4 on the Now with Shannon Cake, it seems like more men are clinging to facial hair, especially beards. But some employers, they're not too fond of it. So we're going to take a look at how a Publix employee is using a grassroots effort to change that. This was a story we were going to do yesterday, but weather, it got pretty bad outside, so that took the priority.
All right, finally this at noon. What would you do to help a charity? In Erie, Pennsylvania, a group of people lowered themselves 200 feet from the top of the city's tallest building, all part of Over the Edge for Recovery, benefiting a drug addiction treatment center. Each participant raised $1,000 by rappelling down the side of the 14-story building.
Would you do it? Could you do it?
You know, if I knew I was safe and there was something on the bottom to really break my fall. Two requirements, that's it.
I am game for stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, what if it was just me,
out.
like, standing down there like, all right, buddy, I got you. I got you, man.
I'd be like,
that will go to show if he trusts you or not.
Oh, the trust fall?
Says no.
The trust fall's good at like floor level, but 14 stories, I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe not.
I've been going to the gym. I got you. Let me show you what's going on here. I could catch Holiday probably. All right,
she's
we're
short.
looking. Yeah. We're looking at the chance for a few showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Any thunderstorm that develops today could be strong, but rain chances are much lower than yesterday. So look inland for anything to develop, and then it may drift slowly toward the coast. Tomorrow, much lower chances for rain, just isolated showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two inland by the afternoon. Over the weekend, rain chances do increase a little bit on Saturday to about 30%, a little more on Sunday, but not a washout. But we do advise that, if you have outdoor plans, especially on Sunday, just check that radar from time to time. Make sure everything's cool.
I'll have you know when I have my 4-inch heels on.
You are tall,
I'm 5'4" and a half.
Short now,
Thank
though.
you very much.
See you later, guys.
Y'all have a great afternoon. Take care.
Save over $130,000 on the ultimate in luxury from Winnebago, the best-known name in motorhomes. The Ellipse Ultra is Winnebago Industries' flagship diesel pusher with massive power and yet all this luxury. See the full line today at La Mesa RV.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Critics are raving about Aquarius. Go on. And tonight, 9/8 Central, it's the showdown with Manson.
What can I do you for? Emma. She's not here, man. Look around. I'm looking at you.
New Aquarius, tonight, 9/8 Central on NBC.
You're drawing them to you, aren't you?
Critics are raving Hannibal is the best of the best. It's #1 on the must list. It's the Hannibal everyone has been waiting to see.
He's here.
New Hannibal, tonight after Aquarius, here on NBC.
Do you have loose or missing teeth? Do you cover your mouth when you laugh? Appearance Implants of Jupiter can give you the smile you've always wanted. Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. We have helped thousands of people like you feel confident and secure. And with fees this low, you'll have lots to smile about. Why wait any longer to have the smile you've always wanted? Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. Appearance Implants of Jupiter. Quality dentistry at affordable prices.
Hey, Ralph, do you go north for the summer? No way. Molly, I wouldn't miss True Treasures at Crystal Tree's Super Summer Sale. The savings are really hot. Holly loves it, too.
True Treasures at North Lake sizzles with new selections of furniture, artwork, and accessories arriving every day from around the world.
Molly, where do you go for vacation? True Treasures, of course. There's no better value or fun for my budget. I guess I'll never have this place to myself.
You will have fun shopping at True Treasures.
Wild 95.5 is part of the News Channel 5 Hurricane Network. When the power goes out, stay safe and secure by listening to Wild 95.5 for your Storm Team 5 updates.
Life begins with a howl. We scream, shout, shriek with joy, until inhibition creeps in. Our world gets smaller, quieter. But life should be loud. Sing loud, play loud, love loud. Dentures shouldn't keep you quiet. Life should be ringing in your ears. Live loud. Super Polygrip.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta. I need some help with my electrical.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
It's the I-95 RV Show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Rayo, discounted to just $528 per month. The I-95 RV Show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
What's up? Welcome to Let's Ask America. I'm your host, Bill Bellamy. We have 4 amazing people from all across the country on their webcams, dying to win up to $35,000. So let's meet them. Jacksonville, Florida, give it up for Drew. From Vail, Colorado, give it up for Gretchen. From Aurora, Colorado, give it up for Jolie. From Boston, Mass, give it up for Tim.
Welcome, everybody. We've asked America their opinion on a bunch of fun topics. All you guys have to do is guess what they said and win big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get the party started right now. The first question is worth $100. Here are the two possible answers. A prenup, a preschooler. And the question is, what